Hello, moms. Welcome back to Calm Mom Conversations. Before we start today talking about all the things that we carry, I want you to grab your favorite beverage and just grab your favorite beverage, sit back, relax for a few minutes, and again, before we start, let's take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Clear your mind for the moment and just sit back and take a listen to what I have to share for you. And before we start, take a guess of what I'm drinking today. If you can guess correctly what I have in my mug, then drop it in the comments what you think it is. If you are correct, I'll send over a free reset guide. All I would need is your email, and I would send over a free reset guide for busy moms. So, if you've been feeling exhausted, even on the days when you didn't even do that much, you're not crazy. You're carrying things no one else can see. And that kind of weight, it doesn't show up on our to-do list, but it drains everything out of us. If you're new to here, welcome. I'm Stacy Johnson. I am an emotional resilience guide, and I help overwhelmed moms build calm homes, deeper connection with their children, and more financial freedom. And I am so glad that you are here. The other day, I was talking to a mom, and she said something that struck me. She said, I don't even know why I am so tired. I didn't do anything big today. And I hear that quite often with my clients. And we kept talking, and she listed everything she was holding in her head, remembering her kid needed new shoes, thinking about dinner, and it was only 9 a.m., noticing they were low on milk, planning a doctor appointment, thinking about the laundry, managing her child's mood after school, trying to keep peace between all of her children, remembering that she needed to contact the school about an upcoming field trip, all of those things. And she paused and said, wait, that's a lot, isn't it? Yes, it is. It for sure is. There's a kind of work that moms do that no one sees. It's not the cleaning, it's not the cooking, it is the thinking. It is everything that goes on in here. It's all the tracking, the planning, the anticipating. You're not just making dinner, you're deciding what to make, checking what you have, remembering what your kids will eat, and timing it around everything else. I remember, you know, thinking, especially in this season when the kids were busy, the spring seemed to be our busier season with, sporting events and end of the school year kind of things that we were doing. And so planning dinner to make sure that we could eat in between all that running was a chore in itself. And here's the part no one talks about. Your brain never turns off. Even when you sit down and try to rest, you're still running the house in your head. And then there's the part that's even heavier. You're not just managing tasks, you're managing people. You're watching everyone's mood, trying to prevent meltdowns, keeping the peace. You walk into a room and instantly feel who's upset, who's overwhelmed, what might go wrong. So you adjust, you soften your tone, you fix things before they escalate, you hold it together for everyone. And somewhere along the way, you stopped asking, who's holding me? Who is holding us, moms? Who is it? I know I did not figure out how to hold myself until a crisis hit my house. And that is what I'm here for. I want to help moms learn how to be less overwhelmed and connect with their kids long before a crisis hits your house. And this is where it starts to hurt because no one sees this. So instead of being appreciated, you feel invincible. And then you remind someone, you ask for help, you bring something up, and suddenly you're nagging. Have you heard that before? Oh, stop being a nag when you just are asking for help. You're carrying the weight and you're trying not to drop it. And now it's even more because in today's world, you're expected to be reachable, organized, responsive, present, calm, because we have so much, because of our digital world, we're expected to have all of these things, all the time because your phone is full of school apps, schedules, messages, reminders. I don't know how many times that, you attend a school meeting and you have a teacher that say, "Oh, you can download this app and that way we can reach you," or you are involved, with maybe a kid's sport. "Oh, here's another app. Oh, and here's our schedule for the week or the month and here's this." Everything is going in our phones. And instead of these things helping, it keeps your brain on 24/7. Yeah, this thing, it's in our face. The notifications go off, the warnings, all of those things, and it keeps your brain on. Sure, it's meant to help, and at times it can help keep you a little bit more organized, but it also keeps your brain on. So if you've been thinking, why am I so overwhelmed? Why do I feel short-tempered? Why do I feel alone, even in my own home? This is why. You're for sure not weak. You are overloaded. And here's where we gently shift. We don't need to do more. We don't need to add one more thing to our list. But if we can start to see things more clearly, because when we can name what we're carrying, we can start to change it. And it's not going to happen all at once, but in small, honest ways. like saying, this is too much for one person, or letting things be imperfect, like allowing someone else to fully take something over, not just to help, but maybe taking something over. You were never meant to carry everything. And just because you've been doing it doesn't mean you have to keep doing it alone. As moms, we deserve to feel supported, seen, and at peace in our own home. Comment seen below if you're ready for a calmer, connected home. And keep watching for the next video. Make sure you subscribe so you get all the notifications when I'm going to go live or when I have a new video up. In the description is a link to my reset guide. There's a link to a free coffee chat. I love to be able to connect to my audience. You know, we can sit down and have a favorite beverage and a chat on what are some of the invincible things that you're holding, and in what ways can we start creating more help for you so you can be seen in your own home. And then also something that I've added to my um, way of doing some things, because financial stress, we know, can add other pressures on top of all the other things that we are doing invincible, are also thinking about our finances in our house, because every day is being asked of us. I know, either between groceries, gas, school fees, sporting fees, birthday parties that our kids get invited to, camp fees, every day something's being asked of us. And it can add some additional stress. And so one thing that I have done is creating financial freedom in my house is by joining a community. And the link for that is also in my description. So until next time, take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Take a pause, reset, and let's find a way to turn off that brain.